Madam Deputy Speaker. I'm no expert on mental health law, but I do have decades of experience in the health and care sector, and my sister is a psychiatrist. And I know that the decision to detain someone with severe mental illness is never taken lightly, and psychiatrists must weigh up a range of factors and information in order to come to a final decision. I've tabled amendments 43, 44, 45 and new clause 34 after a number of conversations with the Royal College of Psychiatrists, who have expressed concern about the wording used in the detention criteria. Taken together, the purpose of these amendments is to ensure that the detention criteria are aligned with good clinical practice. It is important that they are reflected in the primary legislation and not simply to rely on a code of practice. They would remove from the detention criteria mention of likelihood or may be concerned, to allow psychiatrists to make a straightforward, holistic assessment of individual risk in the context of significant mental disorder. The risk is that likelihood suggests it's possible for clinicians to predict serious harm such as violence or suicide when this isn't possible, and the idea of causation neglects the fact that there are complex background conditions that can be the genesis of a harm. There is a risk too that the language maybe may lead to preventative detention, more detentions, not less. It's always easier with hindsight when unexpected harms have happened to go back and ask, why was this person not detained? And to oversimplify causation. It's critical for me that those who are tasked with interpreting detention criteria feel comfortable with what they are interpreting. And I believe in its current form, the bill risks inadvertently leading to defensive practice. And as we know, defensive practice is not usually good quality care. So I do hope the Minister will explain how he will ensure that the detention criteria, as currently drafted, will not lead to these unintended consequences. I, of course, welcome that the Mental Health Bill puts into practice the principles of the Wesley Review, and in particular the aim of reducing detention in favour of supporting more people in the community. There are always going to be instances where people do, however, need to be detained in an inpatient setting, and it's vital that that investment in those facilities. I'm delighted that in my own constituency, Linfield Mount Hospital has recently secured funding to implement a fantastic plan to upgrade its inpatient facilities. With these facilities, they can help ensure that people are treated closer to home and get the support to recover. They can maintain relationships with family, friends and colleagues, and it enables people to restart their life post-detention. So I commend these amendments to the Minister. Thank you.